Tuesdays. The Tuesdays. Y'all know what happens on Tuesdays. It's VRA time. It's time to pick avatar systems. Because VR chat, VR, what are those? Let's make our own. Welcome everyone to VRA Tuesdays, the show where I make, well, my own avatar system. Because why in the heck not? It's fun. Most of the time. How y'all doing tonight? Hopefully you all doing good. I had a busy day at work, so I am not the most in, well, shape. But hey, I still have the mental strength to do some coding. Because tonight, I seriously hope the avatar menus are gonna be working. Hey Kato, hello. How are you? It's time to code. The big code immediately hydrates. Thanks, Junior. And roll like a cannon, yeah, every time. I got my controllers being an absolute monster tonight. It's not wanting to control. Fine. I hate my controller. The port is broken and the Bluetooth's not working. Because Windows. I hate it so bad. Thankful Bluetooth immediate BTs as well. Yes, seems like immediate BTs are on the menu tonight. Hi. Hello, I exist. In a non-destroying fashion. Alright, time to work on stuff. Avatar systems. Let's go. But first, highlights. Delicious. Yeah, I exist. I'm Junior. Hi, Junior. I exist. Anybody distract? No. It's not for sale. It's for my passion project, actually. Which is not released. So... but it's a little bit. It's a fun trick. But anyways, you know what time it is, right? Y'all know what time is it? I can't even damn speak. Yeah, you do know what time it is, right? Right. No, Junior, you're not doing this. 1 moment of silence, please. Refreshing. You completely jinxed yourself on that one. Good job. Good thing the summer was not ruined. If you're to ruin my day, get a tree stream up my way. I'm gonna have to fucking eat the thing. Alright, let me just open up Unity here. It's gonna be this one, this project. That nothing chat is not, is it? Chat is not showing, huh? Where are you? Chat.exe stop working. Hang on a second, what Unity's opening? Chat. Yeah, no, I had to click on it. The browser was broken. Wait, hang on a second, I closed the window, it closes the... What? Open. Close. Open. Damn, it's a goddamn, it's a house reveal moment. What the heck? Hang on. Okay. Big brain. Just hide it and show it again. Good job, chat. Good job. Anyways, Unity's opened. So, where are we last time? I gonna go Gadol. Well, have a good time, Gadol. Oh, where are you, BT's Junior again? I like how almost not a damage in the cup. Here's like 903 to the last. Spit out $1. Damn. You paid like 129 for a G903. G903, is that the wheel? The wheel? Or is it a mouse? It's a mouse. Oh damn. Whew, that does not look cheap indeed. Oh Jesus. Yeah, just go with the G502. It's very nice. Oh, that's like 8 hours. Jesus. Yeah, just go with a G502. I'm on my like third G502. One for my studio, one for my office, and one for either travel or just staying on the shelf because it's like the oldest one out there and it's kind of broken at this point. Years old, we're talking about. Yeah, that's fair. Like, G502 is like way cheaper than that and way more reliable. So, yeah. Hopefully it lasts you a little longer this time around. Anyways. Enough talking about broken mice. I've talked about broken mices. And let's see about those menus. So, right now, what do we have for the menu system? Ah, right, the first booth is gonna take, like, a couple seconds. I'm gonna give it like 30 seconds. There it is. So last time, we got these menus working. So getting this opened and getting sub-menus working with a back button and the ability to have a history and being able to just loop back menus. And also have the fact that if it links to the same menu, well, it does nothing. Not even sync to the history. So, got that working. Hey there! Hello, BTs. Thanks for that, BTs. 20 BTs. Moik. Yes, I. It is I. Also, you BTs fell off the cup. How dare them? Why is nothing falling in the dang cup? Nothing's falling in that cup whatsoever. They just bounce off. I mean, granted, they have like a massive fall to do, but it's their problem for not making the cup. So I had these working. So what should be the next step? I have two options. either I can make it so I can open up the menu for like slider and stuff. For example, like adjust wing position would open up the slider menu, for example. Or I could make the toggles work. Like buttons and toggles. I feel like those will be easier to do. So my idea, I need some kind of way to connect that menu with an avatar. So my idea, like I had like just sleeping thoughts. I have a script, like I've run right now to control the animator controller. So just getting like controlling the parameters and stuff. But now I would actually do a script to like just a script for those buttons and toggles and stuff like that. And that would connect to the actual UI controller. So for this, let's employ the use of our good old friend Visual Studio. And let's start coding. So first thing I would need, I think, inside the, it would be the UI controller, I need some kind of callback. Like an event that happens when a menu opens. So for buttons and toggles, that's pretty much, that's easy. Do I need to make it a single button though? I mean, that would be, I think, the only menu here. If I were to make the menu customizable though. I don't know, there's an, yeah, update list, I would need multiple events. So I think I'm gonna make a public, okay, it's a delegate event, so is that the one I need static? It's been a while since I've done actually a delegate event. Let's get special delegate void, and let's call it avatar menu UI event. And I can't make it static here. And in terms of the parameters that I want to send, I'm gonna have a click event. I'm gonna have a active event and a close event. So the click event, that will apply to any of the menus except for subgroup. To make that work, I want to pass in first the type of the button. So it will be... I always forget. Menu type that I want to pass. So I'm gonna call this one type. I can pass in the current value as well. Current value. And a new value. And that applies to every single menu. And it actually works well. Because if it's a button or a toggle, you pass in the type, you say, it is a button or toggle. It can be used as current value or new value in the actual script. Most likely, I can make the function here to actually modify first the parameter. And then I update the other thing. And I can also pass at the end, potentially. Not float. I want to pass in a parameter. It will avatar menu dot parameters dot base. I want to pass the first base. So main. So the main parameter. At least just so it's like referenced. And I can do Alt and dual axes and pass it null for those. That way, button toggle, I can use the click event, pass in the type to detect if it's like a toggle or a button. And then I can pass in the new value after everything. So do the modification here in the actual parameter and then pass in the new value so that the menu can modify it. For increment, potentially I pass in the type. But it's a bit different, I think. I think I don't necessarily need a click event when the button's pressed, because increment is by pressing the little buttons on that little submenu that appears. So I could use a click event here to pass in the type and a new value. That should work. Slider, that's a bit different. Where I pass in the parameter and I will keep iterating through it through active event. So that will get triggered every frame for that menu, as long as it's not closed. And then close, that just closes the menu and stops the active event. And these are interesting, since when you open up one of the other menus like a dual axes or slider, or a sub menu actually, you can set the specific parameter to something else. So potentially, I do the modifications to the script and then I can read through these parameter bases. And that's, I think, what I need. So now I can do a public static avatar menu click event. On avatar menu UI item press. And it's a variable like this. There you go. So on press, while open, close. There we go. So I can link those events to my script. Because it's static, I can make an avatar menu UI. It can just do example here, whatever. Actually, something with a function. Well, there you go. Example here. I can just do avatar menu. I would need to actually. What thing is it? Yeah, examples. If I quickly just do this as an example, avatar menu UI controller dot there you go. On avatar menu here. And then I can plus equal whatever function I need. So like set parameter, for example. And that one would not work because it needs a function that does not have anything. So for example, if I do a void just like this, that should have worked. Because it does not need the parentheses. No mistake I done here. This is supposed to be active element and close event. There you go. He's fixed. So just like that, and I can add, so whenever the UI is opened, I trigger it through here, and then I can do in the code. So for example, enter subgroup, I don't know, on avatar menu UI item press, and then I can just invoke with whatever I need in terms of the parameters. But just like an example, I can do closed because that will work. Like this. So whenever the subgroup is opened, this delegate is triggered, which in fact enables this function and triggers it. So that is the main idea behind this. So I'll quickly delete this. I am still in play mode in the editor. Great. I always forget to remove myself from play mode. Hooray. So now that I've got those delegates ready, I need to actually call them. So it's going to be through this function here that all the behaviors are going to be toggled on. So let's see. Subgroup. Let me check if there's like a subparameter that can be put. Wing settings. Yeah. So on menu open, that's the alt parameter. So if that thing is, well, not empty and actually valid, then yeah, I'll just pass in that name with the value. So on open and on close. I wonder if I should do a different parameter name for close. That could potentially be limiting. Unless I detect if you put the value at like minus 999 or something. Let's say like 99999. If the value is like this, ignore it. Because I know some people will do like 0, 1, 2, 3, 0.5, minus 1. Like the idea could have been minus 1, but I know some people would use minus 1 at times. So minus like 9999, no one's gonna use that value. Or if you somewhat need that value for some odd reason, which does not seem logical in any sense of the form, just make it 9998. So in the code, I will pass in a couple things. So the subgroup 1, I do need the alt parameter. So I will actually do it like this, just so that it's a bit readable. And I can just do a single line for this one. On UI press, and then if any exists, that's why I do the the question mark. Because if I were to do this, then, I mean, it will work, but it will cause a null reference exception if there's actually no delegate assigned. So if no script, no variable that has added their function to the delegate, so the number of delegates linked is 0. If there's none, it's gonna create an error. So the question mark tests for if the value is null, pretty much. Because 0 functions linked, that's equal to a null. And you can do that with in other cases too. Like you could do it like current spawn item, like this, technically. It depends on the case, but in some places you can still do that to test for a null. Which is interesting. I think I can do it here though. Yeah, here it's actually possible For example, I want to set the texture, so I'm trying to get the menu history here. And then the question mark assures it that it's not null. And if this does not exist, then it kind of ignores the rest and just returns null for the texture. And same here. If this passes, then it checks for the menu group. If it's null, just return null. Else, get the item icon. And that way it avoids a certain null reference exception error. Big brain moves right here. So let's back to the invoke. First off, I want to pass a couple things. So I want to pass in the type. So the type is going to be subgroup. The current value no need for it. Like there's no current value. The new value I can pass in the parameter alt. I think it's the alt parameter that passes here. Let me check. Yeah, it's the alt that passes. So I can pass in I think I should do that for every single bit. Just to be safe. Almost things I completely forgot this existed. Somehow. So I want to get the parameter alt. That should return the correct value. It should. At index. Index I. So alt parameter of I item. And just get the value of it. So next up, yeah, I want to send in pretty much everything. Actually, not everything. I can send a null here. And then a null here. Got coming from throw question mark. Okay, fair enough. Gotta do this. So now this parameter should be set the moment the sum menu is clicked. But I won't test for it yet because the script to actually apply those things, to actually read from these, is not done yet. Now I'm gonna need a couple of these. So the couple first ones I want to make work are gonna be buttons and toggles. Those are gonna be easy. As long as I don't break the button like I did for Portal Translated. So item type, on that one's going to be button, on that one's going to be toggle. In terms of what I want to send, so the current value so these are going to have to be modified. Actually, right. Huh. Where am I reading index from? Ah, yeah, right. I have to do index instead. Oh, crap. Yeah, no. I have to pass index. Else that might not work. I pass it I'm just gonna create a blank var like this. Current value equals like so. And I want to get parameter main. Put it there. Just do this. Wait, so that means it clicks, but it does not release. Oh, right, I need to actually put the on-click listener delegate first. And put all that within there. But no, that should work actually, because it's probably like an on-release or something. From there, I want to set the value to whatever value is set in the, well, is it in the parameter? I think. And this is complicated. This is confusing. I just want to be sure. Where is that value stored? For the button value. A subgroup. I just want button. Value on, value off. Oh, I just call execute. That's all I do. I just call execute. Is it? Can I eat what? Yeah, it's supposed to be public. I can't call the execute. Ah, because it's a menu item. That explains it. I want to get the value here, that's correct. I just want to get the item. Just get the menu item at index. And then just execute. That's what I need to do. So the execute is going to call the correct function in the parameter. So if I go to definition, so right now I just set to this, but depending on the type, it's going to override it. So for example, a button, over here, the execute will set the value to value on. And if I call release, it's going to set the value off. And that's the idea. So now I can pass in here the current value. And then the current value. And then the parameter. And then null. And then null. Similarly, that's gonna be more complicated, isn't it? Which one would work better? Because if I do pointer up, I can't. Is it? It's not a delegate. It could be. It could be. I've never used it like that, so I gotta get one for like on declick, pretty much like release. Kinda stupid that you don't have one to not click. It's technically on pointer up, but it's different. So that's not gonna work exactly like that. Can I? It's a method group. Unity button. Add the value. So there's none. They did not expose it. Just stupid. I'd rather not make like a custom button though, so I'm gonna have to do this. Okay, so gonna have to use an event trigger instead. Let's see how that will work then. Ah. Oh, match. I wonder if I can pass them the. Oh, but I need to pass into that delegate. Yeah, I might not do it as a function then. I might just do it something different. This is complicated. Just because you did not bother to expose your own voice. So event trigger seems to be what I would need. Okay. I never used an event trigger before, so that's why why can I not? What? But I have this. Ah, because pointer I'm dumb. In the little example code of someone, pointer down. No, please pointer up. That I need. All right. And now pointer down. Pointer up. So here, instead of this, I would do this. Dot callback. Pointer up dot callback. So I'm adding the listener, which is whatever this is. Okay, now we're back on track. And then once that's done, I just add pointer up to the triggers. Okay, so anything that I need a pointer up, I can just do this. Nice. So now it's back on track. So when pointer up, I want to get a current value as per usual. Actually, current value I can... No, I need to do it in the delegate, so that's fine. Release instead. I can call the exact same function here. That should be all right. On item, not release. Actually, which one is it? On closed. No, it's not gonna be on close. I have to do it on open. Because I have to call the rest. So that's perfect now. That's good for the button. For the toggle, I want to get a current value. I want to execute it. Let me check here. Here instead. So for a toggle, it should work the same way. Almost. So execute, it just flips the value, and there's no release on that one. It's just an execute. So I just execute it, and then it should all be fine. No need for on release. That's not needed. And technically with this, buttons and toggles should work. And potentially opening a sub menu should also work with this new here. Now I just need the actual script to actually modify the avatar. So when the avatar spawns in, that script should immediately appear. So what does the avatar animator controller do? Right, so technically on start, like there should be a script on start to actually initialize the avatars. I could do it via the avatar setting, but I'm not sure. Because I could just go in avatar setting and just on start, if the components don't exist, create them. But at the same time, I kind of want to offer some flexibility to the developers. So I might make a separate script that when the game runs, like the avatar itself is loaded, and when the avatar spawns with the components, add that component. So I would need a new script. Let's call it avatar something. avatar initializer. And that could be a script that the actual dev would modify themselves. Not new dev in the chat, and that like the developer that would work on this. And I'll also add in avatar parameter driver. And the driver is gonna be what actually plays with the themes. So I just need a start. Initialize. Not server initial. Why are you always doing this? Thank you. So just call initialize on start. If there's no avatar settings, it would be okay. So using use VRA components. So if get component avatar settings does not return anything, return, because we can't actually, we're not seeing it. So if avatar settings returns null, then just, well, return. Because that is not a working avatar. Do I have a local for the avatar settings? I don't think there is. That will be to the discretion of whatever dev uses this for. I'm gonna do a public. Let's do a bool first is remote. Which I'm gonna initialize to false. I'm gonna add in a parameter driver. And also an avatar animation control. I think that's the one. Yeah. You got Nook Volley. Since when do you have a Nook Volley? What do you mean you have a Nook? What do you mean you have me now? And you don't mind. Nooks are good. I like the Nook. It's such a cutie boy. Alright, back to the thing. Congratulations on becoming a volley. If you need any help setting up the textures, I can definitely help you on that. I have experience with it. It's kind of an absolute bitch to work with. But it's worth it in the end. Have me put more red. That's fair. I'm sure you're gonna enjoy it. That avatar is actually very expressive. I've kind of modified my gestures a little bit to match a bit more I call it my standard. So like, each gesture I do is like mapped to pretty much the same expression on every avatar I do. So my Chipori, my main Sona, my Nook Valley, my Evigen. If I do angry expression, it's always the same gesture. The Nook Volley, it was different. So I modified it to standardize it with my other ones. And I think that's what I'm gonna do for like all my avatars. I'm gonna standardize the gestures. So that each gesture you do, you know exactly what it does. At least the base ones, like finger gun or rock and roll or peace, whatever. They should all be mapped to the same things. Anyway, I think it is the avatar menu controller, as I said. Avatar menu input controller. Yep, it is. Animator controller. Oh wait. So, parameter driver equals add component. No, game object add component. Add a component. Avatar parameter driver. And I'll add the avatar menu animator controller beforehand. Do you feel like it's on enough value so good for closing? Yeah, they're actually pretty good IKs. Yeah. But I wonder if anyone has done a DG, a volley. I wonder. I could modify one of mine to have DG, because now I actually know how to make a DG avatar. Fun fact, for my workplace, I had to actually make a full-on avatar, a 3D character for film, and that I would be calling VR. And I said, you know what? That species needs DG. So I'm gonna try to make DG. I inspired myself from other DG avatars, and I tried to understand how it worked. And after a couple tries, I actually managed to understand exactly how it works. And I can replicate that behavior in both Unity and Blender. So believe me, if I make an avatar in the future that could have DGT grade legs, I'm gonna make it DGT grade. Believe me on that one. I might do it. That bird shall do it. Anyway, so initialize that is technically everything that is required. Menu controller actually. There's an I don't need this anymore. Like I don't need this start function. No, that's a UI controller. Never mind. No, that is wrong. Damn it! It's that one I wanted to look. Alright, that should be fine. Whatever, that is working. So now in theory, because in the animator controller I have in the start function I'm already doing like all the default values. I'm actually gonna make a function. Public void reset to default parameter values. So yeah, now I can just take this gonna add it there. Initialize animator references. And actually gonna create the reference here instead. So I'm gonna do the functions here. So initialize animator references, and then reset to default parameter values. Like this. At least now I can reset to default values at any time. Okay, so technically, yeah, in theory, I should just be able to remove this, and when I press play, it's actually not going to do anything yet. Oh, compiler errors. How beautiful. So we call them. What? Me forgetting a semicolon? Never! So press play, it should not do anything yet because there's no actually initializers. But the moment I drop the initializer, bam! It initializes the whole avatar with the animator controller and the parameter driver. Which is actually perfect. So now, the final link in the chain that is required is the actual parameter driver, which is exactly what is going to drive the parameters. So parameter driver, first off, avatar initializer. I'm going to need to put it in via components, I think. Components or... I'm going to put it in examples, you know what? Namespace, this one. Yoink. With that here. Parameter driver. I'm gonna put that in, that will be components. The animator controller, that is not a component. I need to actually put the namespace for it as well. No need for the update function anymore though, because all of this is like perfectly fine. There you go. Perfect. Just like that. Start having no key. Man, I'm excited because now this is like the home stretch. This is the last thing I have to do to actually make those menus damn work. I want to test the events though first. So how I'm gonna do this I'm gonna first make a test function void test callback click actually it's gonna be void on UI or on execute. Or on, I'll just say on press, I guess. And the order is, I'm gonna have to be using VRA.resources. Avatar menus. Menus, menu and type, return value, float new value, parameter base, null, and that one equals null. Button has been pressed. I just want to test the callback like this. Just got it like that. And I do want to also pass in current value just to see if it works. New value. New value. Enter main value. Just getting all the different values. Debug it. So. Where the heck is outer main? Outer main, where are you? Just get value of it. Alt and dual axes. And I know because those ones are gonna be null. Those can be null. I mean, heck, even the main one can be null. But the first ones can't, so that's fine. So I'm gonna have an on press. On use, which is gonna be the constantly activates. On release. actually, for that, I would need a call to actually. Actually, I could make it an enumerator that just loops. As long as on release is not, well, released. Let's see, if I did... I would not be enumerator. I didn't. It's a coroutine. Coroutine on use. And on release. Let's just see if just like these get called. But now there's nothing linking to them, so I would need to do an init function. There's gonna be a start function that I just put init in there. That initialization function will get me an IST apparently. Thanks, Mr. Give a hug. Thank you, hey. How are ya? I make code. How about that? Fight me, I'll fight you. I'ma defend my feathers from you. Init function. I would need to link those to the UI controller. So on press, actually no, I first need to get the UI element. So avatar, menu. Where is an example? Is it? Hi, it's an example. So I would just need to add an example in the list. There we go. Avatar menu UI controller on UI press. Magic's gonna happen. Plus equal on press. Phone link. Windows, I never linked my Android phone to Windows. Windows! Your code versus mine. Let's see which works less. Ah, yes. Which code works less? The best competition. Yeah, there you go. So no error. So that means all the parameters here are perfectly fine. I want to add the on use as well, which will be on menu while open. And here for on release. And to be sure that nothing destroys themselves, nothing crashes down, On destroy, I want to subtract this. Because else that could cause issues when you're quitting the game. And that should work. I bet it's not gonna work first try. Oh, why in the fuck would this work first try? This is such a complicated system. I would be shocked if this actually worked first try. Indeed, it did not work. So this did not get called. What is that function? That one is navigation properties. I don't need that debug anymore. Okay, so something went wrong. Actually, no, wait, did I? Oh no, never mind. I'm just dumb. I did not put the initializer here. So the driver was not even there in the first place. Okay, so now the driver is there. Okay, let's check. Damn, it actually linked fine. This one's fine, it does not do anything. That one's a toggle, so the type should be toggle. Indeed. And it does actually, oh my god, it actually does switch. It does switch. Ah, and I noticed, I'm noticing a problem already. So on click is done on release. But I'm also doing the on release. So that means, as you can see here, I hold it down, nothing happens. At release, it toggles the on click, but also the on release. So let me check something. If I hold there, move over, and release. Yeah, that just did the on release, not the on click. I need to do the, okay, so I need to do down instead. Okay. So far, so good. Actually, that is really good. It means that the links are perfectly fine. Actually, let me test something first. Because the parameters right now is like 0 and 1. Let me check. If I were to go BSOD, whatever, and set the value to like 69 and 420. Whatever. Are those gonna be correct as well? Oh my god, they are. Or is it? Current value of that one is 0. To be fair, it's technically a bool, which is wrong. But that's a button here. I know it's a bool as well. That's a bool. Let me add just a yeah item or whatever. Which is what parameter can I add in? That's an int, beat tip touch. Yeah, do that one. 420, 69. So, if I press that button, initially, that first current value should be 69. No, okay, so something went wrong there. That's a toggle. What then? Okay, it's still wrong though. Okay, so that means there's an initialization as somewhere that is not working. We can track that down later though. Because right now it seems like the thing should work. First, let's go fix that click bug. So that click bug is going to be in the UI controller. So indeed, I need a pointer down event too. So this instead. Maybe not for toggle though. Toggle, that's fine. Yeah, and that should be fixed. So now, if I just hold it down, just press it once while holding the click, it should only display the first one. Boop. Nope, nothing happened. Okay, good fuck. So the pointer down did not work. So pointer down is broken. How that guy online did it? I know, because I'm doing pointer up. You know what? On S7 let me actually check something. If I press play quick. And I quickly go check the actual menu buttons that are spawned. It's not you just have a pointer up button. What? I forget to save or something? No. Ah! I'm dumb. I need to add pointer down here. I'm dumb. Dumb burp. Don't understand witchcraft. You don't need to understand it. I just like explaining what the heck I do, even though no one understands what I do because I am a damn witch bird or whatever. I'm a bird wizard. Okay, just there we go. So button pressed, new value 1, and then I release. There you go. Perfect. And a toggle should just, yeah, perfect. Oh, these work. And a reboot should also do the same thing, yeah. So the value is read correctly, which is fantastic. So parameter driver, alright. Now we're getting the shit done. Now we're doing progress. So let's do a switch initially. So switch with the type. If case number 1 is a button, actually, if it's a button or a toggle, it doesn't matter which one, because they do both the same thing. I just want to set the new value. So I need a reference to the animator controller. Just like that, aim controller. Equal to get components. Nope, not that one. Avatar menu animator controller. I just want to get that component. Because it already exists. So there's no chance it does not in this case. And I can also make, just to be completely safe, a record component type of outer menu. I can add that one. Why can I not add that? Oh, because it needs to be here. That explains it. Just type up there. That way, there's no way it does not exist. So in the case of either a button or a toggle, I'm gonna want to set. I want to set a parameter. Jesus Christ, so many damn messages here. And I've got blood. Where, damn it? Set parameter. I want to get the name of that parameter. And the value is going to be new value. Just this, there should be an action on the avatar. This should actually play with this. This had my mouse on the wrong side. So, moment of truth. What's gonna happen? Okay, guys, what do you want me to try? Blue screen, reboot, or close the eyes? What do you want to see me fit? Your choice. What do you want to see this poor Eugene suffer for? Giving you the choice. Do you want to break it? Do you want to reboot it? Or do you want to put it to sleep? Well, I guess I have the choice on that one, don't I? And I suck at making choices. My boy. Fuck you. Ah, come on! That one does not work. Reboot. Either. Close eye. Well, I guess it did not work. Something went iffy. Did I save? Yes, I did. Let me add a debug log, like right there. Just to see if it's something with something like last time where it just did not call the function for some reason. This should work. This should have worked. It's not doing anything. What's the parameter name that is returning? I don't actually know. This is sus. Okay, I'm gonna pass in the parameter name because I feel like unless unless this is just non-existent. Let's check. What the heck? What heck of a parameter is it trying to pass here? That is not correct. God, is it doing the same thing as last time? Okay, are the wings closing? Yes, they are. So the animator controller is well linked. So that one's linked fine. Oh no, but that's why. Okay. We might be stuck with another problem up the sleeves here. So these are not initializing properly. Like, that's the last hurdle. The name is not correct. Which is unfortunate. So there's something wrong, definitely. Let me go to the initiation function. Okay, this is reading from the parameters. Which should be fine in itself. I'm getting it from here. I'm trying to get it from the menu group. So it's somewhere probably in the initialization of that menu group, potentially. Where would that be though? Parameter bring count, parameter name, that. Okay. It should set with the correct name, however. But these should be correct. Those are correct. What is being passed here though? Set parameter name, set parameter type. What if, let's see, I'm just gonna do menu debug log of menu group. Menu items 0, get parameter main dot parameter name. Whatever the heck that's gonna throw, I don't know. It should throw the blue screen name. Oh dear lord, it definitely did not. That did not work. Oh god. That all dual axes. Ah, shit, here we go again. So indeed, okay, so the name is set wrong. For some odd reason. Let me just check what's in the casting for that one. What's the cast of that one? Indeed, it is not set properly. Like, it's reading perfectly fine. But it is not set properly. Why? I'm setting the type here, so that's not a problem. When I set the type, it resets everything. But then I'm setting the actual menu. Why does it not work? Why? 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 God damn it! It's doing the exact same with the values themselves. That's what values are. Damn 0. Why? Why? Damn it! Gotta be kidding me! Damn it! Why are you gonna suck like this? God. value, permanent name. That's the thing. It's like, damn it, it exists. It exists. Why is it not damn writing to it? Why? C# interface not ready to variable. This sucks. I wonder if it's like a frame thing. I'll try to remove the private. You know what? Remove the private. See if that does anything. No, it is not. That was not a problem. So it's fine to have these here. Like, what is just completely messing with me here is that, like, you can clearly see here that I'm setting the parameter name to whatever the casting is. And that function leads here. And there's no override for this. And I'm just setting the parameter name to whatever I'm passing. So it sets this to the correct value. However, it is not setting it to the correct value. Why? This is dumb, completely dumb, absolute dumb. So there's probably a thing with interfaces that I don't understand, because clearly this should work, but it is not. Definitely a thing with interfaces I don't understand here. But who was it that proposed me the interfaces? In the past stream? I don't think they're here tonight though. Damn. I'm kind of stuck with this now. If there's like one thing that's gonna avoid getting those parameters to damn work, is gonna be that bug. Actually, no, the get? No, that's fine. Hang on a second. that switch is doing nothing right now. I can remove it. Like this is actually doing nothing. I feel like that's actually doing nothing. The code. It should still work without it. Yeah, so that's not required. It did not fix the bug, however. Yeah, this is very strange. Because the other option I have is to rely on the actual like casting elements, but I kind of don't want. I want to try to class everything down to the interfaces, but I can't with that bug. Like, well, all the values are just 0 to start with, which is very annoying. And I don't know how to fix it. So I might have to rely on the casting thing. Like, what's the cast look like? I might just rely on this. And I might add a couple things to it. I hope it won't break it if I modify this. I hope. Like if I had like current value, I'll add this here. I'll just add these there. I'm sick of working with the interfaces, so I'll try to morph it through this as much as I can. Because that's like the only way forward so far. Because clearly the interfaces are not working as intended. Except for like determining the type of the button, which that works. But even that is not super reliable. But even then, how am I going to pass it? How am I going to actually pass it now that it's not in the interface, it's in the field of the scriptable object? Because that's the scriptable object, and that is a scriptable object too. So I need to get the stuff from the scriptable object instead. For which, how I'm gonna do this? Press, I'm getting, I don't want to get this value. I just want to get casting menu items, but which one? No, menu history, that's fine. Casting menu item index. Current value main. But it's work because in the interface this works. It's the name that does not. And the initialization that does not work either. For which then I want to actually get that value. Just update that. It is completely sucks. There you go. So this should list the value correctly, but I still can't get the correct name. Because I'm trying to get it from this, but I can't. That's just broken. I need to get it from the scriptable object instead. So in the UI controller, I need to modify my click event to not take this piece of crap. I need to get instead the sealed thing, because that one is going to be 100% more reliable. I can put it at the end, actually. You know what? I'll put it at the end of everything. So I'll put it at the end here. I want to get the sealed menu. Just parameter name like this. From the sealed menu instead. Okay, what's the one that does not match now? Space, seal. God damn it, I missed one. Ah! Man. There, okay. So that is linked. So on press your menu, yeah. I don't see so far. So far, I don't see why this would not work. So for some of the default values here, I need to go and set them correctly. Because I am referencing the menu parameters here, which is perfect. If I go to definition here, technically all of these should be already Okay. And the current value should be the default value.
No
Hey,
good.
Austin!
Get away unkillable.
Hey! Welcome, Raiders! Hey, Austin! What? Get the kill me. Yep. Austin, stop bipping me. I'm shutting you out. It's fine. Yes, looks see. How was that? How's it going? Interfaces suck. I had to rewrite a bit of my code to make it work. But apart from that, pretty good. I think right now this should damn work. Come on. Just goddamn work. That's fine, because I'm not referencing to that anymore. Go on. Blue screen. Blue screen. Shit. No reference. Damn it. Fuck. It's getting there, though. Well, Raiders. If you're new here, I'm Mike the Bird. I'm a game dev. I make stuff. I make code, I make art, I make models, I make animations, I make pretty much anything you could possibly imagine, even music and fonts. And you catch me on my VRA Tuesday stream. Kind of the tail end of it, but VRA Tuesdays when I'm making my own avatar system. And it kind of sucks. But it's getting there. It's getting there. Like, I just need to fix that one little bug and avatar menu should potentially work. But then I've got my Friday stream, which is my gaming stream. And then Sunday, Creative Sundays, just creating whatever. It's fun. And soon enough, I'm gonna start again out on Mondays. Within the next 2 weeks. Promise. Making my own avatars. I'm selling too. So, here's a plan. Okay, so no reference exception. That probably means that this little piece of shit here is null. Am I even setting it correctly? I don't think I am. No. Indeed, I'm not setting it. And Junior, you just missed a raid. Yes. Thanks for the water to give me water. They're awesome. And water tea as well. This way. Okay, so now, the moment I put this in, I suspect it should work. It should work. Come on, I want to see one blue screen tonight. I just want to see one damn blue screen. Come on, is it gonna blue screen? Place your votes. 3, 2, 1. Back! Out of range. Where out of range? Which function? She. That castigate my new item does not work. Ah, right, because it needs to be index, not just A. God, it should work now. Come on. Just give it blue screen. Yes! Let's go! Fuck yeah! Let's go! Reboot that shit. Let's go. That fucking work. Fucking Ray! That took a while. Jesus. Jesus. Okay. That's fine. The crow's eye's not working. Because I just completely forgot to put the damn index on that one underneath the ear somewhere. I forgot to put this here. And let this fucker boot. And now this should be a toggle. So a toggle, like a button is just like you press once and like you hold it down, it does something, you release, it releases. I click this, the eye should close. Indeed. I click it again, they should reopen. Alright. Now the question is, does the open and close of a button work? I'm gonna change the close eye to a button and see if it works. So if I hold this down, I release. Hold, release. Yep. That's a working button, am I right? Let's go. So that reads, I could set a lot of things here. But no, fuck you. Oh man, oh my god, I could just end stream here and just call it. I'm just happy to see this work. Oh my god, even the nuzzles working. I set the nuzzles as a toggle as it just tests, I think. Nuzzles. Yeah, toggle 1, 0, yeah. Let's go. That is a win and a half. Still, it's a win. But it's not using the interfaces. Which is not a mega win in this case. I mean, it's half using, actually it's half using the interfaces. Because what's weird with this whole thing is that the setting the values work perfectly fine after the initial boot. Which I don't understand. Like, if you take a look. If I boot this up, and I hold the button down, look at the, over here. You're gonna see current value is 0, new value is 1. I release, 1, 0. That's fine. But that's because close eyes, I'm gonna change back to toggle. The on value is 1 and off value is 0, but if I set like off to like 9, just something completely different. If I toggle this, you're gonna notice current value is 0. This should have been 9. New value is 1, and you're gonna notice the moment I open the eyes again, ah, right, because it's a damn fucking bool. Never mind. That does not prove my... I don't actually, it kind of proves it. A little bit. If I were to go under nozzles though, that one is different. Never mind. Let me do it on the nozzles instead. You're gonna see the point. If I toggle nozzles... Well, it's gonna value 1 already. Okay, probably it's a boot then as well? Maybe I'm just completely dumb. No, that is an int. Set as a toggle. Oh no, but a toggle it's like. Oh no, but it's. That should be fine actually. Yeah, that should be perfectly fine. Okay, so there's a bug here. Apparently. Little bug. That value is not set properly, seems like. If I set to 0 though, 0 should, like 0 is fine though. Oh, that flipped it. Okay, so something did break. Value is when did I mess up the order? On off. No. I think something is completely broken now. So it worked for a second, but now it's not. Like, these are working perfectly fine, but not these. Why specifically these? Okay. Oh, that's why. The current values are not reset. That explains it. That explains it. It should still be using the interface code. Why is it? Huh. Like, it should still be using the interface code to set the values. That's odd. But at least it's actually interacting with the avatar, which is sick. That is a big progress. That is insane progress. Like, I'm executing this for the toggle. Like, I'm getting the value, then I'm setting that value to getting that value after the execute. What's the execute of a toggle? So we get the value of the state. Already that's kind of broken. Value. Yeah. That just returns. It gets the value. Oh, I see. I see. Because a toggle is reading from value on and off. Pretty much. So I need another variable. Like a bool here. The current state. I want to get current state equals for the reset value. I want a current state to equal I want to get the default value, and if that is larger than 0.5f, I want to set it true, else set it false. Current state is equal the opposite of current state. Just flip it around. Yeah, and that should be fine. So then I can, instead of reading this, I can read the current state. And that should fix this. The button, there's no issue with it. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so the toggle should be fixed now. Toggles should be fixed. There you go, so now I'm reading here and it flips properly. And nozzles should do the same. Yeah, nozzles are flipping correctly. So now, if I go into the nozzles and I set like 42069, whatever, and I press nozzles, same thing happens. Okay, so same bug happened here. Now, what's gonna happen if I reset these back to 0? Ooh, now it's just 0. All values 1, all values 0. Huh. So There is something going on with this. But it's getting there. It's definitely getting there though. It is something that does work in its most basic state. Okay, this I feel like is the paradise of this broken. Okay, I fixed it by doing this. So if I set to 1, so new value 1, if I press nozzles, 0, 1, 0. Okay, if I set to 0 at first, it goes to 0 and then 1. Okay, so there's some bugs. Some little bugs, but it is for the most part working. At least something's interacting with the avatar. At least that's working. So yeah. I'm gonna have to leave it at that because it's about to hit 10 o'clock, which is the time I end my stream. But okay, okay, fine. 1 for the goal. There was no sound. 1 for the goal. Beautiful. Oh, BTs. BTs. But I'm actually really happy that this works now. Not exactly how I intended, but it is somewhat working. I need to do some more research on the interfaces system, but the actual root of, like, the idea of it is amazing. It works. Also, I do not know how your link did not get ripped off by Nightbot. You defeated Nightbot. Congrats. But yeah, gonna leave it here. And next week for VRA Tuesdays, I'm probably gonna do the rest of the menus and tweak up what is going on with the interface bugs. Hopefully, I do want to make the menu, all the menus working first, and then I can smack on the bugs. But yeah, that's gonna be next week. This Friday for the gaming stream, I'm not gonna be able to do a full stream though. Like, I have to check pretty quick. But I have heard that I'm gonna need be waking up earlier than last time for that shoot. Because you know, I went to a shoot like 2 weeks ago at this point on a Saturday, which is why I had to get to Sonic Frontiers that time. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Oh, was it 3 weeks ago at this point? I don't remember. But I went to a shoot and I had to wake up a bit early in the morning. Not too early, which was fine. I looked at the call sheet, was fine. This time around, I didn't receive the call sheet, but I've heard that it's going to be earlier than last time. So, yeah, my stream's going to be up until maximum midnight, I think. So only 4 hours to play. I'm thinking of playing a game that I got recently as well. Which would be Manifold Garden. Which is kind of a little messed up environment. Just a manifold that looks amazing. It's a puzzle-like in a manifold environment, which looks really nice and sounds nice as well. If that's not long enough, I also have another one that has something of Euclid. I don't remember the full name of it, but it's I think it's a non-Euclidean game. Which I love those kind of games. They just break minds, and I love breaking my minds for some reason with those. Whatever. That's gonna be Friday, so in 3 days from now. For now, let's just have a little celebration, you know? Because we just tackled one of the brand new features. It's not done yet, but it's half working. And it's on good progress to be fully working. Amazing progress so far. I'm so happy for that. And we'll do some more progress next Tuesday. But before that, I'm gonna upgrade it Sundays where I don't know probably VR World. But before that, there's gonna be Friday with the gaming. But before that, right now, right after this stream, it's time to go see who to raid. So if I check my Twitch for a second. Where's my Twitch? Where's my Twitch? There's my Twitch. Oh boy. Ooh boy! Loads of peeps tonight. Very, very, very nice. You know, been a while. They're streaming right now. Let's go say hi to Mikor. It's been a while. Very long while I've seen them stream. Why the heck not? Doing some art. Ooh, actually really good art there. Don't forget the squawk in the stream raid message. And until Friday, stay safe, and I'll catch you soon. See ya, peeps!